Iran strike seems imminent, ladies and gentlemen. The largest military buildup in the Middle East since 2003 in the Iraq invasion has begun. Military tension in the Middle East has reached its highest level in over 2 decades, with the Pentagon confirming that the U.S. has amassed its largest concentration of air and naval power in the region since the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Under the direction of President Donald Trump, the military has moved its second aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald R. Ford, to join the USS Abraham Lincoln, which is already stationed in the Arabian Sea. Sources indicate that dozens of advanced stealth fighters, including F-22s and F-35s, have been funneled into forward bases like Jordan, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. They're signaling that the United States is ready for more than just a one-off strike. We're ready to go to full-on fucking war, just in case we have any sort of flare-ups. Top national security officials have reportedly informed the White House that the military is locked and loaded for potential strikes against Iran as early as this weekend. The proposed operations are described by military planners as a multi-week campaign aimed at neutralizing Iran's nuclear facilities and ballistic missile capabilities. Guys, are we having mission accomplished? Guys, we're mission accomplished too. We're doing it. We're doing the sequel. We're making a sequel. This is coming as a response to what the administration calls a deadly crackdown on the anti-regime protesters in Iran and the failure in recent indirect nuclear talks in Geneva to proceed with a breakthrough. Let's see this clip.
The Senate's 60-vote filibuster rule is the only thing blocking the GOP's voter ID bill known as the Save America Act. It has the support of 50 Republicans, but they would need Democrats to back it in order to pass the controversial legislation. And CBS 6's Tom Eschen has a look at more of this week's major political headlines.
A U.S. envoy and Iranian counterparts have been meeting to discuss curbing the Middle Eastern country's nuclear program. The U.S. has increased its military presence in the Middle East, with reports from CNN and Axios suggesting the U.S. is prepared to carry out a military strike as soon as this weekend. Late show host Stephen Colbert says CBS lawyers blocked him from airing an interview with James Tallarico, a Democratic U.S. Senate candidate in Texas. Colbert says the concern was over the FCC's equal time rule, which generally has not been applied to talk shows. Network officials disputed Colbert's stance, saying they did not block the interview, but advised against it in order to avoid equal time obligations. The Late Show aired the interview online anyway. The Gallup poll will end its practice of presidential polling after nearly 90 years. Gallup has long been considered the gold standard for tracking how Americans feel about the president. The organization says it will shift to issue-based polling instead of job approval.
That's a curious alternative way to measure people's successes. Guys, I was a baby when we invaded Iraq. I was a baby when my country decided to become the world police, and I look forward to a mission accomplished style moment. Let's review this moment. Iconic moment for my country, quite frankly. Iconic moment where we thought we had it on lock. We thought that we flew in, we were gonna blow shit up and kill everybody, and then here came our president. This is gonna be us in a few months, by the way, guys. Trump's gonna walk on out right after we blow the shit out of Iran.
A regime that has ties to terrorist
groups.
And seeks or possesses weapons of mass destruction is a grave danger to the civilized world.
It's a civilized world.
And will be confronted.
I miss him.
We've begun the search for hidden chemical and biological weapons.
Yes.
And already know of hundreds of sites that will be investigated.
Hundreds of sites.
The transition from dictatorship to democracy will take time, but it is worth every effort.
Is it?
Our coalition will stay until our work is done.
Oh, no. Very fun, guys. I hope that we don't have a similar moment, right? They're saying, despite the military's readiness, the final word rests with President Trump. He's remaining publicly undecided, while the White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, emphasized that all options are on the table. Caroline Leavitt, you can dislike her as much as you want. At least she's not Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi is, she became the star of this administration after that testimony. Good Lord. She's a model for day drinking, and I love her. She also noted that the president is still weighing the potential for a diplomatic off-ramp. Trump has estimated a 10 to 15-day window for Iran to accept a new, more restrictive deal with unfortunate consequences if they refuse. For now, though, the world is holding its breath as the president balances the pressure of its military buildup with the high-stakes gamble of international diplomacy. In anticipation of potential retaliation, the Pentagon has begun a temporary relocation of its non-essential personnel out of the Middle East. Meanwhile, Iran has responded with its own show of force, conducting joint naval exercises with Russia and reinforcing its nuclear sites with heavy concrete shielding. As though that's going to work. We are going to blow right through that shit. As the clock is ticking towards this weekend, the question is remaining about whether this will be the precursor to a major conflict or the ultimate maximum pressure tactic to force a final deal. Does anybody else buy that it's going to be, this is the final step towards peace? Is we're surrounding you, really. You know, when the kids on the playground, we're surrounding the fucking the littler one. It's like, hey, come on over, guys, and fucking, it's like, it's intimidation tactics. It's like, that is what we're doing. Hopefully, I'm just going to be honest with you. Would a nuclear Iran help anybody? No. Would a nuclear any of those countries help anybody? Probably not. I don't know if they're going to start blowing up the girls who go out of school. You know what? The girls who try to go to school, I don't know if they're going to use a nuclear weapon on them, because they seem to have the same level of hatred towards like that sort of a situation as they do the Americans. Folks, don't be nervous about a draft. Don't be nervous about you being asked to do anything. Grocery store prices, they might go up. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? It's a war. It's a war, you guys. We're trying to do what we haven't done in 20 years. We're trying to fly into a country. We're gonna blow it up some. We're gonna establish troops there for a little while. You know, this is old school stuff. This is old school American tactics. And if you're not comfortable with it, if you don't like the idea that your tax dollars are going to it, get with the program, I guess. I guess that's the only way that I can tell you to get over it. I'm sorry, it's true. I don't like that my country's doing this. I don't love the fact that we're doing this. We do need to do something about Iran, but is full-scale war the right solution? I don't know. I'm not president, so I don't know. I don't need to know. I'm just someone who talks for a living, and it's very fun. Ladies and gentlemen,